I'm Nicholas C. Gear, and welcome back up to Gear Up Productions. So, it's been a while, and you're probably wondering, where have I been? Where's the channel been? Where's all the content that I said I was going to keep up with 2 to 3 weeks or so like that? And, well, I think to start off, I think we need to go back all the way to right after I graduated. And just to give a little update for the channel and me and my life. But as we know, I graduated with my master's degree in film production from Full Sail University, and that was in like the beginning of August, like right before August, honestly. And from there, I kind of took a month off. You know, I had videos coming out, but for me personally, I took a month off and I just kind of did nothing. I was kind of like in lazy mode. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. From there, I pretty much laid around, did nothing. Then from there, I started to get on the bandwagon, started to put myself out there, get my film edited and ready, start looking at festivals, start submitting my resume to places, start, messaging people on LinkedIn, Indeed, all these resources and these apps that I had. And, I started to get some buzz. I started to get some opportunities. A lot of them I just couldn't end up taking due to like certain situations with those productions. And from there, after September, I moved back in with my family. This is actually the room that I've been shooting some of my content for my YouTube channel. And from there, I said, I basically was telling everyone, I'm going to move to Atlanta eventually. I'll try working set and PA jobs while having a part-time job, and I'll start doing more for the YouTube channel. And I was fully riding that high right after graduation, and everything seems like it was going great. And then eventually I got here. I found a part-time job here in Gibson, Georgia, not Atlanta. And, I kept putting my resume out, kept, trying to message people, but, slowly and surely kept dwindling down. Eventually I heard nothing, and eventually, to be honest, I got a little lazy. I got a little compliant. I got used to just staying here, sleeping in the bed, and working my part-time job. And basically, I've kind of been stuck in a rut. I posted this on Instagram. There was a little thing that I put up, about the little fortune cookie that I found, and it really spoke to me. And recently, I've just been trying to get out and do something, trying to be someone. And that's been the hardest thing, is just feeling like, did my degree and everything that I went through actually matter? This is one of the hardest industries to break out when I don't know anybody. People that I do know are just also barely breaking out. And it's just really hard because you think you did great. You think you made connections. You think, you did everything you needed to do. And then you kind of come back home and you're stuck. So it's kind of how it's been with life. Also, too, there's kind of been some personal stuff to come up, some health stuff. It's nothing too serious. I don't want to get into it, but, recently, like I said, mentally, physically, I've been tired. With the way my sleep has always been out of whack. So, I stay up like long nights, sleep all day, and that doesn't really perform well for everyday working people or everyone that you know and meet. And so that does kind of suck in that way because I do my best stuff at night. I'm very active at night. I'm a night owl, but recently it's just kind of been a thing where I do need to go and check up on myself because it is so tiresome. I burn myself out. I never feel well, but that's a personal thing for me that I need to figure out. And it's hard to do that when you don't have medical insurance, sadly, as myself. So, but to get past that, what I really wanted to get on here and say is, I feel like I need to do something. I could be doing a lot more. I could be pushing myself a lot more. I tried to do a schedule and a routine, and I tried to keep up with that. I'm still trying to keep up with that, but it's just hard to change yourself and change your mind and push yourself to do better. But, it's Christmas. It's Merry Christmas. It's Happy Christmas. I hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas out there. And the reason why I'm putting this out is because 2026 is a brand new year. I know people say New Year's resolutions and all of that. It's not, it's like no one ever really sticks with it. And even last month, I didn't really stick with it during Thanksgiving, But I think 2026 is going to be my year. I really want to get up. I really want to push myself, and I want to just do more. You know, as you saw, I didn't post anything in Thanksgiving, you know, during November, because I was kind of in this phase where I was like recording and editing videos within a 2-month space, and I was kind of pushing myself and rushing them, and I wanted to take a break from YouTube for like just that month to set everything up and get it ready. And then once again I just did nothing. I don't know why. Unless I know that I have to go somewhere, meet with someone, I have like a routine, a structure, and a plan, or I'm working in that environment like how it was with school. It's much harder for me to try and figure out what do I do next. Everything is so free and open, and it feels too much, you know? I'm so used to knowing that I got to go here for the day, I got to do this for the day, I got to get this done for the day, I got to work this for the day. Oh, we're going to go and we're going to film this. I'm someone who I'm not used to this area of these long stretches of I've done nothing. There's nothing I can do. I've met no one, I've filmed nothing, and it just feels sad because I want to be on a film set again. I want to make films, you know? The best times in my life, even on the worst film sets, is when I'm just there on set, surrounded by everyone, and I'm just holding a boom mic, man. That is just the best thing ever. Like, I don't know, I can't describe and explain the feeling, but I just love it. I really do. So, here's to me, I think, hoping that with what I plan to do with the channel and the month that I've taken off, and obviously you saw earlier this month in December that I put out the short film. I put out my recent short film, Love Machine. That'll go out to festivals soon. I'm really excited for that. And I think it's going to come out great. I think everyone really loves it. But that was something that we had been editing for a while in November and even October, because we had to change the music for copyright reasons. And I think for the most part, you know, I didn't put anything out and people kind of wondered where I went. But, you know, the channel, it has been doing good. We've been getting more subscribers. People have been showing up. They've been liking the videos. So I think we really have something here if we kick it off. And that's what I want to get into. Gear Up Productions is going to see a full-on change. The entire Gear Up Productions, everything about YouTube is all about niches and stuff like that. So we're gonna kick everything off next month, and I'll get into that and why I'm wearing the suit very soon. But I did want to start off to say that Gear Up Productions is going to be an entire home base for all things physical media. You know, we're going to talk about DVDs, Blu-rays, VHSs, vinyl tapes, vinyls, records, mixtapes, you know, what am I saying? You know, maybe video game releases. You know, we're gonna talk about physical media. Okay, I have 2 series planned out. I have 2 series that I'm planning out that I really want to do. One is Home Media Deep Dive, where I talk about a certain movie or show, and I go into a deep dive of what all it's been released on, where you can find certain special features, certain special editions on what DVDs, Blu-rays, HD DVDs, maybe even VHSs and Laserdiscs. People collect that stuff, you know? And the other one that I want to do is a weekly news update that I hope to start in February, because January is going to be pretty packed. You know, I will get into that. Is a weekly news update telling you what's releasing on what on, you know, the next format of home media. You know, DVD, Ultra HD, Blu-ray, Blu-rays, you know, certain miscellaneous special editions, certain box sets, what's up for pre-order. And that'll be a weekly thing that I do each week, telling you what comes out on every Tuesday, because there are websites that put that out, but I think doing a nice little format and video format like this would be great for that. And with that being said, we're kicking off 2026 in a big way. In 2026, for the month of January, I am releasing 1 video every day. Yes, that is right. 1 video every day. I told you, I'm waking up, I'm changing. Things are going to be different. 2026 is going to be Gear Up Productions' year. It's going to be Nicholas C. Gear's year. Okay, I'm telling you right now. And I don't really want to say the name right now, but we have the intro ready for what's coming. And I think we're just going to let it go ahead and play. Yep, that is right. I have went and I've watched every single James Bond film that I could find. All 27 James Bond films. The official ones, the unofficial ones, the ones that are, all the ones that are actually based on the book, all the ones that are based on the books, plus something that's coming on December 31st to really kick everything off and end the year off strong. And obviously there's only 27 movies, but there's 31 days, there's 30 days, 31 days. How's that gonna work? Well, I have 4 ranking videos coming at the end of those months, and I can't wait for you guys to see. Along with that, you're gonna see shorts and updates to all of these videos as they come along each day. Like I said, guys, I'm fully in the swing of it. I want to build this channel up and really make it something, okay? We're not gonna do a movie review series like this every time, but if it's a series that I haven't seen or I really want to talk about and I want to break it down in a month and do a review for the movies that I've never done before, and obviously I have my own setup, my own system. They're very simple, straightforward reviews, but I think they're going to be fun. That's exactly what we need for the channel. And yeah, we're going to be home for home media. We're going to put out a few other things here and there, at least what I can hope. I hope to get started on the podcast. Me and my buddy are really planning that out. He's getting equipment, I'm getting equipment. So hopefully you'll see a podcast like every bi-weekly or so. And I have some other series in the works, some video essays, some topics that I've always wanted to talk about. As you saw with the Boogeyman video that I put out last week, that's a video that I've always wanted to put out and do. So, you know, maybe more little things like that'll come, but I know with YouTube and getting everything started and really showing my potential, I gotta find that niche. And right now, with the way that things are going with Netflix and Paramount and, you know, the whole Warner Brothers things and the fear of being able to own the media that you love and being able to go out and see it in the theaters, I think now's the perfect time to talk about, you know, physical media and make a home for physical media. And I think Gear Up Productions will be that home. And of course, every now and then you'll hopefully see a short film. I always am a filmmaker first. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to put myself out there more and I want to do more things. But I think with that being said, there's only one thing to leave off and say that I can't wait for next year. I can't wait to see what I can bring y'all. And with that being said, gear up and gear out.